Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the class. Yeah. Are you all ready? We are discussing the third chapter. What is the name of the chapter? Yes, it is the minerals and power issues. Minerals and power resources. What do you mean by minerals? What do you mean by minerals? What is the term minerals refers to? Yes, it's a natural, it's a substance or it's a thing which is naturally occurs with a particular chemical components and physical properties. Where it is found? Yeah, mainly it's found in the rocks, and we have a minerals in the water which we drink, and we have minerals in the food which we eat. There also we have, but it's not see. We cannot see that things. But we have important minerals which we can get from rocks which is buried under the ground in the beneath of earth crust. So then about the types of minerals we discussed. We have two types of minerals. What are those? Yes, one is metallic minerals, another one non-metallic minerals. So what do you mean by metallic minerals? Yes, the minerals which contains metal form in it, which has a metal form, metallic mineral. So in under this metallic mineral we have two types. Further we have divisions, bifurcations in that. What are those? Yes, ferrous metallic minerals and non-ferrous metallic minerals. Ferrous, the word ferrous, it's like it means the iron, like the metal minerals which has iron content in that, it's called as ferrous metallic minerals. Non-ferrous, it's water. The metallic minerals which doesn't have iron content in that, like petroleum, diesel and natural gas. This all the petroleum, diesel, it's all oil, natural oil. It's all example for these non-ferrous metallic minerals. Then non-metallic minerals, the minerals which doesn't contain a metal form in it, it's non-metal. So mainly we find these non-metal minerals in the sedimentary rock. All the three types of rock contains the minerals in that. The igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic. This igneous and metamorphic will have the valuable minerals. It has more deposition of minerals. Mainly the metallic form of minerals are found in these two rocks. The sedimentary rocks, it has non-metallic form of minerals in it. So now the next concept is about the distribution of minerals in the world. Distribution of minerals. So is these minerals are equally distributed over the earth's surface? Distribution of minerals in the world. Is these minerals distributed equally over the earth's surface? No. If not, why? Why it is not equally distributed over the earth's surface? Yes, the whole earth's surface is not only made up of single rock. It's made up of three different rocks, and in the one single rock we have many types in that. So these are the types which causes for having different type of minerals distributed over the earth surface. The different types of minerals are found. So we have a different, we have a big land masses on the earth surface. We have 7 big land masses. We call it as a continents. So what are those? Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Africa, Australia, then Antarctica. These are the 7 major continents, or 7 continents what we have on the earth's surface. So from Asia we will start. We will discuss about the Asia in terms of minerals. Asia is a leading depositor of iron ore. It has a deposition and product. We have two difference in the producer and the depositor. So it has a more deposition of minerals, but Europe it is a leading producer of iron ore. Asia is a leading depositor, but Europe leading producer. We will discuss what is the difference between these two things. Here in among Asia there are many countries, is not? So here more than 50 countries are there in the Asian continent. So in this, India and China has more deposition of iron ore. India and China has, or it's a leading or more deposition iron ore. It has a more deposition of iron ore, mainly India and China. In India, we have particular places where we can get a more deposition of minerals, important minerals. It's Chotanagpur Plateau. I hope you know about the Chotanagpur Plateau, which is there in the eastern part of India, mainly Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal, and part of Andhra Pradesh. It's like these lands are called as the Chotanagpur Plateau, which has more deposition of minerals, important minerals. There, the India has a deposition of iron ore, and even the China in the Asia. Then China, Malaysia, and Indonesia are leading producer of tin. So these three important countries, they are the producer and also depositors. It has these three countries having the more deposition of tin, and also they are the producer of tin in the world. Then in Asia, not only these like iron ore and tin, we have many other minerals which is found here. And India is a largest producer of mica. India is the largest producer of mica, tin and iron ore. It has more deposition in the Asian continent. Along with that, Asia is also having deposition of bauxite, gold, silver, copper and lead. So even the China is also leading producer of lead. So along with this, all the important minerals, iron ore and tin and the mica, in Asia we have a bauxite, gold and silver, copper, lead. These are the important minerals. Apart from this, we have many other minerals, but these minerals have some more deposition in the Asian continent. Right on this. Then we will discuss the next important continent. It's about Europe. Here in the Europe is a leading producer of iron ore. Asia is a leading depositor. It's the largest depositor of iron ore in the world, but the Europe is a leading producer. We have a deposition of iron ore in Asia. Inside the earth, beneath the earth crust, we have a deposition of iron ore, but we are not extracted that. It's not taken out yet because we don't have a technology much. Means we have a technology, but the places we not yet found, and we don't know particular technology there. But here in the Europe, the every places which was having deposition of minerals are extracted, and they are producing more, and they are exporting to the other countries. So there the Europeans are, like in this Europe continent, they are the producer, leading producer of iron ore. Europe is a leading producer of iron ore. Is it visible? Then here in the European continent, the countries like France, Russia, Sweden, Ukraine, these countries are having more deposition of iron ore. Mainly from these 3 or 4 important countries, the iron ore are extracted, produced in Europe. So that's the reason that Europe is the largest producer of iron ore. Not only these 4, there are many other, but the amount of iron ore extracted is more in these 3 or 4 important countries in Europe. Not only this iron ore, Europe also has a deposition of other important, not only this iron ore, it has other important minerals in the Europe like lead, gold, then the silver and copper. So these are the other important minerals which is found in a Europe. The deposition, they have a deposition and also they are the producer. And in the western part of Europe and western part of Russia, there also they have some deposition of the copper. In western part of Russia and Europe has more deposition of minerals. So mainly in among these all the countries in the Europe, the western part of Russia and the western part of Europe, western part, they are having more deposition of minerals. So these all the countries that comes under this western part. That's about Europe. Is it over? Have you written about the Asia? Is it over? Make it fast. In Asia we have a more deposition of iron ore, but the Europe is a leading producer. Suppose we have 80% of deposition of iron ore, 80% deposition of iron ore in Asia. We are producing only 20%. Suppose they are having the 50% of deposition of iron ore in the Europe. They are extracting 40%. We are extracting 20%. Means we are producing 20%. They are producing 40%. So they are the leading producer of iron ore in the world. But India is having deposition. Mainly in India and China, it's leading producer of leading depositor of iron ore. Apart from then, the tin, like China, Malaysia, Indonesia are also having more deposition. The producer of tin. Then India's largest producer of mica. Is it over? Okay. The next is about North America. This North America, it has deposition of different minerals there, like different rock, like igneous rock and metamorphic rock. So because of that, we find the different minerals. So this in North America, it's having a vast area. It's a vast area. So this area are divided into 3 divisions. One is Canadian region. The middle one is about Appalachian region. Then the western part of North America, like western hill ranges or mountain ranges. These are the 3 divisions what we have here. So in all these 3 divisions, you find 3 different important minerals in this North America. The mineral deposited areas are divided into 3 that are like Canadian region, then Appalachian region, then western mountain ranges. So these are the three divisions in the North America according to the deposition of minerals. In Canadian region, this region has a deposition of gold, copper, then bauxite. These are the important minerals which is found in the northern part of North America. It is called as the Canadian region. Then the second one, Appalachian region. This region has a deposition of coal. It's the largest depositor of the coal. Means it has a more deposition of coal. The only important is a coal. Then apart from that, we have many other, but it's well known for the coal deposition, the Appalachian region. In the western mountain ranges, it has a deposition of copper, silver, then aluminium. These are the important minerals which is found according to the region. Copper, silver, aluminium, coal, bauxite, then here also it is found the gold, copper in the North America. Is it over? Then we go for South America. You know, in the Europe, means Europe is the largest producer of iron ore. But the country in South America like Brazil, it's the largest producer of high grade iron ore. Europe that produces, it produces more iron ore in the world. But here in the South America, that produces, means like a country, Brazil, that produces high grade, high quality iron ore. Along with that, we have Peru, Chile, and it produces tin. Here in the South America, it's the largest producer of tin, and it also depositor of tin, Peru and Chile. And Bolivia, and we have Brazil, it's also a depositor of copper. Brazil is the largest producer of high grade iron ore. It produces, it has a deposition and also it produces high grade iron ore, Brazil. So then Peru and Chile are largest depositor of tin. Peru and Chile. Then Bolivia and Brazil are depositor of copper. Bolivia, Brazil are having deposition of copper. Not only this copper, tin and iron, as like other continents, it also has, that means the South America also has minerals like mineral oil also found here, gold, then uranium, bauxite, copper, then silver. These are the important minerals which is found apart from this copper, tin and iron ore, like a mineral oil, petroleum, the diesel also found here. Then the gold and the uranium, bauxite and the silver. These are the other important minerals which is found in South America. So is that over about the North America? According to the continent wise, we are discussing the continent which is having different types of minerals deposition in it. According to that, we are discussing. Is that over? Okay. The next important continent is about Africa. You know that Africa is like a leading producer. It produces the gold, important minerals, gold, the diamond, then the platinum. These are the three important minerals. It is found. It has a deposition and also it has a producer. It's the largest producer of diamond, Africa. Africa is the largest producer of gold, diamond and platinum. So in Africa, the diamond mainly found in South Africa, and Zimbabwe, are depositors of gold and diamond. These both important countries in Africa like South Africa and Zimbabwe, they are having deposition of gold and diamond. These are the two important minerals, high valuable minerals in the world. You know, this Africa that receives a high temperature, and this Africa was belonged to the Gondwana landmass earlier, is not. So this Africa is mainly made up of two important rocks, igneous rock and sedimentary rocks. Sorry, metamorphic. Igneous and sedimentary rocks. So this both the rocks will have a more deposition of minerals in that, isn't it? Because directly it's formed after the cool and solidification of the lava, the igneous. Then metamorphic rock will be having contact with the magma. So it will be having two minerals, more deposition of minerals in that. These two rocks are found more in the Africa. So it has a deposition of important minerals. And the mineral oil found in Libya, Angola and Nigeria. So in these three important countries in Africa, we get mineral oils. Now apart from these important minerals, the Africa is also having, it also has silver, copper, lead and tin. These are the important other minerals which is found in Africa. So, is that over about South Africa? South America? Yes. What? Then next, the two remaining continent is Australia and Antarctica. Now we will discuss about the Australia. Australia, it's a continent as well as it is a country. Both. It's also called as a country, Australia country, and also the continent. This continent, the Australia continent, it's the largest producer of bauxite in the world. Largest producer of bauxite in the world. And also it's a leading producer. This Australia is a leading producer of gold, diamond, copper and zinc. So these In these all the important minerals, it's a leading producer. Australia is a leading producer. And in Australia, mainly in the western part, it has more mineral depositions in western part of Australia. Mainly in the western part of Australia, it has a more deposition of minerals in Australia, and Australia is a leading producer of these important minerals: gold, diamond, copper, and zinc, and it's a leading producer of bauxite in the world. Australia has a more deposition of bauxite and the leading producer. Is it over? About Africa? Yes. Okay. Is it visible? Okay. Then Antarctica. So Antarctica is another important continent, but it's having uninhabitation of population, or the human beings are not inhabited there, because this Antarctica is totally filled with ice, and it's located in the southern pole, which is having very low temperature, which receives throughout the year, that receives a low temperature in this Antarctica continent, you know. So only some countable animals are found there, and on the top of a land, or on the top of this landmass Antarctica, it's covered by the ice, but in the bottom it's made up of a rock. Antarctica is made up of rock, it's not same like other continents. There as some deposition of minerals, as like a geographers, as like the according to the geographers, there are some important minerals are found, but not in every places they are extracted, they got information. Only in some other places they got information, they made research on that, and they got information about the deposition of minerals in the particular places, but not in everywhere, because we cannot reach out there in everywhere. That's the reason. So geologists are geographers. So okay, according to the geologists, Antarctica, it has a deposition of some minerals. Some little amount of minerals are deposited in the Antarctica continent. Like mainly it's found the iron ore are found there. Then even the like a silver is also found there. Zinc and the zinc. Other important minerals are found in the Antarctica. These are the minerals which is found there. So till now what we discussed, it's about the continent which is having different deposition of minerals. Is it clear? Make it fast. Right. Is that over? Okay. So now we'll go for the next concept. It's related to India. Now it's what we discuss, the deposition of minerals relating with the whole world, continent wise. Now we'll discuss the deposition of minerals in India. Deposition of or distribution of minerals in India. Here mainly in India we find the deposition of minerals in Chotanagpur Plateau. Suppose it's India. Here this portion is called as Chotanagpur Plateau. The eastern part, southeastern part and the eastern part. Here we have West Bengal, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Andhra Pradesh, and some part of Maharashtra. So this portion, entirely this portion is made up of igneous rock and metamorphic rock. But this this portion has a more deposition of minerals. And even we get a gold here in the Karnataka, iron ore, and in some part of Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra you get some other important minerals, but here it has more deposition. So we will discuss mineral wise, like iron ore. So the states of India like mainly Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Jharkhand. These three important states has a deposition of iron ore, and they are the leading producer of iron ore in India. So not only this Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Jharkhand, we have Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, but these are the three important states. Then the mica. So India is a leading producer. India is a leading producer of mica. This is not, as we discussed about this in the last concept. When we were discussing the distribution of minerals in the Asian continent, there we got the same concept, the same point there. This is not. The India is a leading producer of mica, and in India means in India the states which are having the deposition of mica, like as same Jharkhand, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, and Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Even there also we have a deposition of this mica. Then the gold. Karnataka is a leading producer. Of gold. Karnataka is a leading producer of gold, as you know. And we have KGF, Kolar. There we have a more deposition of gold. So the Karnataka is a leading producer. Apart from that, along with the Karnataka, we have a deposition of gold in Madhya Pradesh and in Orissa, partially, not full. Like in Karnataka, we have more deposition, but not here. And partially, we find some part of gold there. Then the bauxite. Like Chhattisgarh, Orissa, then Jharkhand. These are the leading producers. It has more depositions. Like iron ore, this bauxite also deposited in this same. This all the important states like Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, and Andhra Pradesh. It's Andhra Pradesh also. In Andhra Pradesh, it's found, this zone is called as plateau, Chota Nagpur plateau. So these all minerals are mainly found in the Chota Nagpur plateau. Then the important other copper, silver are also found in these states of India. And petroleum are found in Assam and Mumbai. Assam, there is a Digboy. The place name. Then Mumbai High. So write down this. So it's about distribution of minerals in India. For any of these minerals, these three states are common. And if you write the name of these three states, you will get a marks. Suppose if you are not able to remember the names of a states which has deposition of that minerals, if you write these three or if you remember these three states, you will get marks because these three states has more deposition: Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal, and Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, and Maharashtra, and Karnataka, and some part of Tamil Nadu. There also we have deposition of some minerals. Petroleum mainly in the Assam and Mumbai. Is that all? Make it fast. Is that word? What? Okay. So now we will discuss the concept about how these minerals will be extracted. How these all the things are extracted. What do we discuss? The different types of minerals. Gold, diamond, platinum, silver, copper, then bauxite. All these are important minerals which is buried under the ground. Through what process? How these all the minerals are extracted? How it's all extracted? This all are extracted by three methods. We have three processes in extracting the minerals. One is mining. You might be knowing about this mining. Another one, quarrying, and the drilling. These are the three processes which involves in extracting the minerals. But these three are not equal. The intention of these three processes are same. They extract the minerals, but they are having some different characters. Like in the mining, in and of this, it's a process which involves in taking out the minerals from a rock which is buried under the ground or buried under the crust. In under the crust we have rocks. So it's a process which takes out the mineral from there. We have two types further in this. One is open cast mining, another one shaft mining. Open cast mining andre, so in some other places in the shallow area, in the shallow area, there is a deposition of minerals. There, mining is a process there in the open cast mining. They remove the surface of that area, the surface of a shallow area, and they will extract minerals. It's open cast mining. The shaft mining is there they make a deep bore. The deep bore will be made there to extract the minerals which is buried under the depth, more depth. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಳದಲ್ಲಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಮಿನರಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯುವಂತ process shaft mining. Open cast mining, it is there on the earth surface, but in the shallow area it is there on the earth surface. So by removing the surface you can get the minerals. It is about this open cast mining. Then drilling, it's simply dig out to get the minerals. So digging the land to get the minerals and the different types of rocks is a quarrying. Drilling is like a deep well or bore. So like deep well or bore to extract the important minerals, mainly the mineral oil, petroleum, are extracted through this process. So these are the process of extracting the minerals. So we will discuss about this process of extracting the minerals in the next class.